fingers crossed it actually works.
Oh, let's go see Mel.
I can see you're excited.
So,
okay, so let's run through this. Let me show you how this is going to work.
Or it's just a mess. Look at that, there's a whole load in there.
If we switch this on.
Alright, is it going to go pow?
I don't know, I've not tried it yet. It's working really well. Is it warm enough to satisfy Rebecca?
Cold.
Yeah, give it a minute. Everything heavy duty that's 12 volt will be running directly from my eco-worthy battery. I just put it completely out of my mind. I didn't think it was possible. Because I'm so impressed with this battery, I will leave a link in the description of this video. Go and check out eco-worthy's website. Highly recommend it. Now, a couple of videos ago I made this lovely wall here. I made a slight modification because this switch that belongs to my diesel cooktop was here. But I took it out and replaced it with this USB charging port because, quite frankly, I thought it looked a bit out of place. Since then, I've made a nice little cubby hole here for the diesel cooktop. So I'm just about to connect it up for the first time. And hopefully it'll work. Right, let's get some screws in that. I haven't used this diesel cooktop in the Vario yet. I've not experimented with it. I think, yeah, it looks about right, I think. And then once I've screwed this in, we can put it to the test. Don't know if I like these screws though. They're a bit brass looking. Might have to get some different screws with black tops. Well, I don't want to do it too tight. I don't want to break the switch, but I think that looks okay. What do you reckon? Leave a comment down below. Does that look odd in the middle, or should I have put it to one side? I guess all I need to do now is actually test it out, and to do that I need my woman to help me. See if she likes it, see if she can cook anything for me. Just so happens I'm a bit hungry. So, enter the woman.
There you go, love. How about you do it yourself?
Oh, thanks.
And I'll take a rest.
Well, I'll just try it.
Well, no, you've got to put it in the saucepan.
Oh, right. So this is what I need you.
Oh, God. You successfully clean up and cook yourself normally. What do you do in the week without me?
Well, yeah, I eat food, I eat well. I eat stuff like this. This is what's left over from the other day.
Well, it looks a bit lumpy. I think you're going to have to stir it, Una. Is that it? You're not going to...
No, that's enough.
Right. I'll show you a trick with this.
Go on then, show me a trick.
You do both corners, right?
Right.
This is originally when you open it. You do a opposite.
I don't know.
Oh, it tastes nice. And you get more out of it then. Cool.
Did I squeezed it?
Yeah. God, sometimes I do wonder how you survived this long. See, look at that. There's a whole load in there. You make it so that it opens fully.
Oh, and then scoop it out.
And then you scoop it out. Yeah.
Right.
And then if you really want...
Oh, crikey, yeah, there's a whole spoonful in there.
Yeah.
Well worth the effort. Look at that.
There we go. Nice big dollop.
Hang on, there's more.
There's more.
There you go, look at that. Yeah, loads more. Well done.
Yeah. So yeah, soup's always a winner. And it's good for people like Mel that need a good woman to cook for them, apparently.
I'll see you in a minute when my soup is done, if it ever gets done. Yeah. I think the trick with these diesel cooktops is you've got to prepare yourself for a little bit of a wait for them to get hot. Apart from that, they're really good. How long it's going to last, that remains to be seen. Carry on watching this channel and I'm sure you will find out. There was a lot of money, but with this I don't need to have gas in my van, so yeah, it swings and roundabouts, I guess. Yeah, it's a lot quieter than I thought it would be. Right, back in a minute. So Becky's decided she wanted a cup of tea, so she brought the kettle in. The kettle's on the hot one and my soup is on the smaller one. It's working really well. Well, now that cooking was a success, and I've got to say that soup was very nice, Rebecca has just reminded me, now I need to wash up. Thanks for that. So that means I need to prime my water system, fill up my calorifier, switch it on for the very first time, because I haven't tried it yet. I've not tried using the 240 volt system on the Calorifier yet. So theoretically, if I switch it on, in about 20 minutes we should have hot water.
Really? 20 minutes?
Yeah, it should only take 20
lightning
minutes.
fast. 20 minutes?
Well, I'm guessing maybe half hour.
Oh,
I'm being
fuck, even longer.
optimistic. I'm being optimistic.
Oh, so it's not instant then?
No, because it's a water tank. It's like the old-fashioned immersion heaters.
Oh, like your granny had up in the
Yeah, exactly.
in the cup,
Yeah, so it's only 20 litres and it's like a kettle. It works like a kettle. You know, like an electric kettle. It's got a heater element in it.
Oh, okay.
You have to wait for the kettle to boil.
So we've got to wait to cook and then we've got to wait to wash up.
Yeah, but if we'd been driving, the engine would heat.
That's probably faster.
The engine would heat the hot water.
Okay.
But I've tried all that. We know that works.
Yeah.
But what we haven't tried is the 240.
Right. I'm just clocking my chores for the future. Like
So let's
how am I strapped to the
run
kitchen?
through this. Let me show you how this is going to work. So the first thing you need to do is actually turn the Bluetti on, the 240 volt, right? Touch screen, press a button. Right, now click AC.
AC on.
No,
AC off.
AC's off, so press AC. Now click on.
On, yeah.
Right, now we need to go round to the back of the van. Follow me. Okay, so here we are at the back of the van. Now, this is where things get a little bit clever. Well, I think it's clever anyway.
Or it's just a mess.
Bear with, right? So this bottom plug socket here is fed from shore power. So when we're plugged into shore power, this bottom one is live, right? When we're not plugged into shore power, but the Bluetti is switched on, this top one is live. Okay?
So not shore power, Bluetti on top.
Yeah.
Shore power only, Bluetti off, bottom.
Yeah, and this is live.
I think I'm going to need a diagram for that.
I'm going to label it up, right? Because knowing me, I'll forget anyway. So this plug, as you can see, it's carefully labelled hot water. What we need to do is plug it into the top one.
Right.
Because originally I was thinking we're only ever going to use the hot water electric when we're plugged into shore power.
And when are we ever doing that?
Exactly.
We don't do that.
So that's why I thought we're never going to be plugged into shore power.
Well, unless we decide to somehow be luxurious in this van and park at a campsite occasionally.
Not with them prices. So anyway, you're going off now. So now this is plugged into the Bluetti. If we switch this on...
Alright, is it going to go pow?
I don't know, I've not tried it yet. I've not even tried it at all, right? Ready?
Yeah, fingers crossed. Okay, no sounds.
Okay, no alarm. No alarm from the Bluetti.
And that's just Monster
All
trying
we
to
can
get
hear is
out.
Monster scratching.
Because he can't see us. He's getting...
So if I've wired this up right, in about 20 minutes time...
20 minutes.
We should
Okay.
we should have... What is the time?
It's now 2:28. Oh, I was just 1 minute out.
2:28?
Yeah.
Let's call it our past. Give me 2 minutes.
Past.
Right.
Alright.
Our past 2.
Right, and
Right,
you
so
want to
by
make
3
it...
o'clock, let's say 3 o'clock, right, give me
So
a bit
that's
of...
half an hour.
Half an hour.
Right.
We'll see if we got hot water.
And how do we test that? Just by turning the
Turn the
tap
tap on, yeah.
Alright.
But before we waste half hour waiting without knowing if it's actually working, I've just realised all we need to do is look at the Bluetti, and if this is drawing power and the heater element is working, the Bluetti will tell us how much power is being drawn.
Oh, let's go see Mel.
I can see you're excited. Right, let's have a look, see what it is actually drawing. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
711 watts. That's a lot less than I thought it would be. But because it's showing 711 watts, that means it's actually drawing power. So theoretically, it's working.
But I can't hear anything ticking.
No, you won't.
Oh.
You won't hear nothing. It's completely silent. That's the beauty of it. And because we're at 99%, it means the sun is actually heating our hot water. How cool is that? It's free energy.
That's genius.
It's green energy. It's amazing.
Oh, stop being so motivated.
What's time? Is it ready yet?
It's been 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
What are you going to do for 5 minutes? I know. You can wash this
I
up.
can't wash up because I've got no hot water.
Oh! That's what we're waiting for, isn't it? Oh, okay. In that case, then, find something else to do with yourself, then. Yeah.
Well, I had a little bit of a change of plan. Rather than wait half an hour to see if we've got hot water, I thought, why not wait until the Bluetti is no longer getting power drawn from it. That way I know that the Calorifier water heater has switched itself off. So literally it's just flicked itself off and it's taken exactly 1
An
hour. So maybe I've got a little bit of egg on my face. It's taken an hour to get up to temperature. But the big question is it warm enough to satisfy our Rebecca?
Oh, what? So I'm going to wash it still?
Well, no, I just want to see if you like. Let's check the water pumps.
Wait, why is it yellow?
Because I'll tip my tea in there.
Oh, nice. Thanks for that.
I rinsed my cup out, that's all.
Oh, right, okay, that's fine. As long as you didn't pee in the sink.
No, love, I wouldn't do that. It's disgusting.
Right, so am I trying Calorifier, which is this way?
Towards you and towards me.
Okay.
Yeah, I know the water pump's a little bit noisy. It's because I've screwed it directly to the wood. I've still got to put some padding and stuff behind it.
Oh!
Is it warm?
Yeah. Oh, that's lovely.
For it to take an hour to get that.
To get
hot,
like that, yeah. That's a bit pitiful.
I'm a little bit disappointed, to be honest.
Yeah, bit pitiful.
I suppose that unfair was my staff.
You said you wanted to
I'm going to
try
do the
it.
washing up. I'll see you later. Well, Becky's left me to my own devices. I've washed the egg off of my face. I've got my overalls on, and I've realised that my calorifier has actually got a 12 volt heating element built into it, as well as the 240 volt element. So we all know now the 240 volt element works, and it doesn't really draw a lot of power. So I'm now really interested to know how much power the 12 volt heating element draws. And if it doesn't draw too much, I'm thinking, why not use both heating elements at the same time, thus making the water hotter a lot quicker. Makes perfect sense, right? And I'm really gutted that I didn't try those heating elements before I fitted the calorifier, because when I brought the calorifier I completely dismissed using electric to heat my water, thinking it's going to be really inefficient, it's going to draw lots of power and flatten my batteries. But now that I've got that really big eco-worthy battery, I'm kind of thinking maybe it is a possibility. Maybe I can use electricity to heat my water, especially in the summer. I mean, in the winter it'd be completely out of the question, and I'll just go back to using my engine or engine preheater to heat the water inside my calorifier, which is what I wanted one in the first place. But anyway, I'm kind of going on a bit now, so let's connect up the 12 volts to this water heater and see how much power it actually draws. Because my eco-worthy battery has got Bluetooth and an app, I can actually look and see how much power is being drawn. So fingers crossed, just like the 240 volt heating element, it doesn't draw too much, and I can actually use them side by side. Anyway, that said, I do actually need to connect it up, so I'm going to do that now. I'm going to connect it up directly to the battery. I'm not going to fuss around fitting switches or anything at this point, just in case it does draw too much and flattens my batteries in half an hour. Very unlikely, but we'll see. Right, let's get my tools and connect this up. Well, that took a little bit longer than I anticipated. I've actually decided to change the wiring a little bit on my eco-worthy battery. Because it is such a great battery, I thought, why not install a separate fuse panel. Therefore, I can connect up all my heavy duty 12 volt appliances directly to this fuse panel, meaning I'm taking power directly from the eco-worthy battery rather than running it through to my Victron charge controller. So now what I've done, I've connected up my diesel heater directly to this fuse panel, my diesel cooktop, and also my water pump is now connected to this. I'm also going to install another cable to connect up my ceiling fan, so everything heavy duty that's 12 volt will be running directly from my eco-worthy battery. It just made more sense, and I think eventually what I'll do is actually connect up my main fuse board to this battery. Therefore everything in my camper van will be running from this eco-worthy battery. After all, it makes perfect sense to do that because it has got Bluetooth, it has got the app. I can monitor this battery, no problem at all. Now I have already gone ahead and connected up the 12 volt element that's in my calorifier to this fuse board. And I'm pleased to say, looking at the eco-worthy app, let me just open it up. I'll screenshot this as well so I can show you, because this is impressive. It's only drawing literally 250 watts, that heating element, and according to the eco-worthy app, it will take 14 hours to flatten this battery at that rate of discharge. So with that in mind, I'm pretty confident that the eco-worthy 280 amp hour LiPo 4 battery is going to be perfectly fine for heating water inside my van. Who would have thought it? Using electricity to heat water off grid. I just put it completely out of my mind. I didn't think it was possible, but looking at this, it's perfectly feasible. Now I have only connected this up temporarily, there are no switches or anything, so I think my next task is to actually install a proper switch, hopefully with a little light on it so I know it's on and don't forget to turn it off. Although looking at this, does it really matter? Because this should actually switch itself off once the calorifier is up to temperature. I'm really excited about this. So once again, I want to say thank you to EcoWorthy for donating this battery to me. It is going to be an absolute game changer. Unbelievable. Right, I'm going to disconnect this battery fuse, pull this fuse out so it's not live anymore, and rewire what I've done and fit a proper switch. And because I'm so impressed with this battery, I will leave a link in the description of this video. Go and check out EcoWorthy's website, highly recommend it. Right, let's get a switch fitted. This is going in permanent now. Well, I've had a look through all my paraphernalia, all my boxes of spare switches, couldn't find anything suitable, so I've gone off to my local DIY superstore, had a look at what they've got on the shelf, and they had plenty there to choose from, and I've chose this domestic 240 volt switch. The great thing about this, it has got a light on it, so when I switch on my calorifier, the light will illuminate, being a constant reminder that I've got the calorifier switched on, and hopefully I won't leave it on by mistake and flatten all my batteries in my van. So that's what I'm going to be doing, fitting this switch. I'm going to fit this switch down here on the side of my seat because my calorifier is down underneath there and all the wires come up through it, and it will be in my sight of view. And if I was to leave this switched on and go to bed at night, this red glow will illuminate my inside of my van, reminding me to turn off my calorifier. The only downside is I actually need to take all this cabinetry out of the van so I can flip it over on its side to make a hole big enough to fit this switch. Let's do that next. Right, so I've got my cupboard back in place, I've got my wires all through here, got my switch, but because I am kind of mixing 240 volts and 12 volts with on the same switch, it can be a little bit, it's not unethical, what's the word I'm looking for, out of regulations. So all those electricians out there know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not going to suggest anyone out there should try this, so that's why I'm not going to show you how I'm going to wire it up. I'm just going to go ahead, connect everything up, fingers crossed it actually works. Right, so I'm going to stop filming, I'm going to wire this up because I need to concentrate on what I'm doing, and that's one thing I'm not that good at. Okay, so I'm ready now to test it. If I flick this switch, that light should come on. Of course it does, and that's telling me there is now 240 volts going to the heating element inside my calorifier. Also, the heating element that is 12 volts is drawing power from my EcoWorthy battery. So let's go on the EcoWorthy app, and straight away it comes up, it's drawing 160 watts because I've actually got 100 watts going in, so yeah, it kind of evens itself out. So now let's go on the Bluetti app. It's great, isn't it, these apps? And I can choose my AC 300. And sure enough, I'm drawing 709 watts. Don't know if you can see that. From my Bluetti, giving me 240 volts. Also going into the other heating element. Because my Calorifier's got two heating elements, and I'm now using both of those heating elements, it shouldn't take so long to heat that water up. Oh, and incidentally, this is actually the following day, so the water inside my Calorifier is now stone cold. It is, what's the time? It's 10 to 1. Right, so 20 past 1, I'm going to check and see if I've got hot water. Will it take half an hour to heat the water? We'll find out. Will I halve the time? Has this experiment worked? Is it going to now take half the time to heat the water inside my Calorifier? Now I'm using both of the heating elements that's inside it. Time will tell. I'll see you in half an hour. Well, look who's come back. It's Becky.
Hello.
Just in perfect timing. I set the alarm for half an hour. Could have timed it better, my dear.
Well, there you go.
So the Calorifier's been switched on for half an hour now.
Oh, right.
And remember,
So is this a half an hour like we had last time? Because you said it was.
No, it has been on half an hour. Remember
Okay.
last time when I said to you to turn the heater on, you have to check the Bluetti.
Yeah.
Then you have to
then
go
we
round the back,
Mm.
flick the switch. Well, look, you don't have to do none of that anymore.
Yeah.
All you got to do is flick that switch down there.
Oh, great.
See the red light?
Yeah.
That
Oh,
means
right, so
it's
we
on.
can tell.
That means it's on. So now when you want hot water, all you need to do is flick that switch. And because I've connected up both of the heating elements, so now there's two heating elements heating the water.
So you're thinking it's going to be quicker?
It should take half the time. Try it out.
'Cause
Just turn the water pump on. Hang on. Okay, try it. See if there's hot water.
Because what was it last time?
It took an hour.
It took an hour, yeah. And it wasn't hot enough.
No, try it now.
Cold?
Yeah, we'll give it a minute. It's got to go from there to there.
Oh, warm.
Warm? Just warm.
Hotter. Oh yeah, that's... Oh, hello, pump. Yeah, that's hot now. I can just about still keep my hand under that.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it hotter than before?
Oh, a lot hotter.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think if Becky says yes, that means it's a success.
I mean, I can take a lot of heat.
Well?
Yeah, go for it. I can take a lot of heat.
Oh, that's plenty hot enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could most definitely shower with that.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And it's a better flow. Or does that not make any difference?
Because I flicked the switch. Look.
Oh.
Try that. See?
Oh, that's why. Yeah. Well, I am special. Washer. That's shower temperature now. Yeah.
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 And
I
in
mean,
half an hour as well.
that's bloody brilliant.
Yeah.
Have a wet high five from me.
So there you go, you could say that was a success. Now talking about successes, just recently I went on a treasure hunting trip and I found lots of treasure. If you're interested in seeing that video, you need to go over to my other YouTube channel, The Cockney Treasure Hunter. I'll leave a link to that video right here. I hope you enjoy.